Hi, everybody. So I wanted to do something just a little bit different today. I wanted to be able to show y'all the messages that I'm reading, and that way y'all can just kind of see them for yourself. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but we're going to try to make this work. So bear with me. Here is the first message. Oh, let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Let me zoom in on my screen. Okay. And it says, Demona. Nick and I wouldn't allow you to get into a relationship with a girl. That is why you should do the flirting to have girl and girl sex in the future. You know, no feelings, just there for sexual encounter with them, since all your feelings are meant for only your soulmate. Can y'all hear me fine? I hope y'all can. Okay. Sorry, if I'm pausing, I'm zooming back in. So y'all, again, bear with me because this is really tiny. So if you had a girl and girl smex with another girl, it was just for fun of it. Otherwise, you was only interested in them for that reason, and that better be the only reason. Because since you know I am your soulmate, there is no reason to look for a relationship with a girl, just the fun part of the relationship, the smacks. Do you agree? And she responds, This is the only thing I want, is the girl and girl smacks, nothing more. She then continues and says, So I agree. And Nicholas responds and he says, Good. And Demona, I have a rule that you better make sure you follow, since I love that you are bi. That means when the time comes and you start to flirt with a girl to have that kind of smex, I should remind you to find one and only bi if you want to have girl and girl smex, since there is a chance you may have to share me, which means we may do threesomes frequently. Since, well, when it is you and I out, I want to add more fun into it while I have my soulmate out with me. So, with that said, make sure of what I said and keep the rule in mind for when you do start doing that. Understand, hun? And she responds, All my devotion, love, and adoring is yours. My soulmate master. Oh, okay. So they have, they want to have three ways, and they haven't even had a one way with one another at this point. It's giving they're desensitized. Okay, we're going to go to the next one. Again, I'm going to zoom in so I can't see y'all's comments and all that because I am zoomed in. So I do apologize. I'm not ignoring y'all. Okay, so Nick says, Read and answer my question then, hun. And she says, Yes, sir. That's fine, my master. And then she also says, I'm open to that. And then Nicholas says, Then you agree with me then. You want it to be max fun for your master while you and him are doing it. Add another girl to it, and it makes it funner for us since we'll have more to do. Demona, you agree it makes it funner? And she responds and says, Yes, my master, it would be funner, but you'll still kiss me a lot, right? Oh, Lord. Yeah, go put your wiener in somebody, but make sure you kiss me a lot. That's my rule, is what she's saying. And Nick says, Demona, as long as, oh wait, we're on Nick, we're not Gypsy. Demona, as long as you aim to please me while another girl is around, you'll get more attention than you ever thought you could have from me. And that means you have to be open to let the threesomes be complete, if you know what I mean by that. And she responds and says, Well, yes, sir. Of course, I'd aim to please you more, But what do you mean by complete, master? What do y'all think he means by complete? Oh, thank you for the sticker. I don't even know what he means by that. They both were pretty promiscuous or into some stuff. It's giving like they got online and they seen a lot of corn and they're basically just trying to relive every category. That's my opinion. I don't know about y'all. When Dee Dee walks in and breaks it up, stop. Next page. Nick says, it means it would be, oh, he's going to explain to us what it means. Okay. It means it would be having sex with both of you. It means I would be allowed to do anything I want with the other girl or pregnant. I can do all with you. I can do with her. And since I would only be interested in fucking her in general, you would be the only one I would kiss on the mouth. Otherwise, she'll get all the stuff I'll do for you, hun. So her rule was we can have 3 ways, but you can't kiss the other girl, it sounds like. Anyways, he continues, that is what I mean. You best get to what I told you, hun. They're talking about a threesome right now. Okay. And she responds, that sounds reasonable, master. I like Gypsy is with Nick. I'm possessive, so I'd be hurt if you'd kiss her on the lips. So with that said, I agree to what you're saying, but I wonder how you feel about girl on girl kissing, like for me and the other girl. So she said, you can't kiss her, but bitch, I can. Okay. Nick responds literally less than a minute later. Oh no, a little over a minute later. And he says, do you know what could happen if you do kiss another girl on the lips? You're about to find out how smart your master is if you don't know what could happen. What? These two make my brain melt. She says, I don't know, master. Can you please tell me? Ugh. Okay. And he says, Demona, that is the one way it is more than possible for you to start developing feelings for her. I would allow you to do this under one condition. You ready for it? Since you know you'll have to obey it, Demona? And she says, yes, sir. I'm ready to hear it. Okay, let me see if I can delete these. Remove from studio. Okay. You wonder if Ken is like, let's use these to my advantage. You know, maybe it's giving pick me girl energy. Yeah. She's going to fall in love by kissing another girl, is what Nick thinks. Yeah, they haven't even met or had sex for the first time, and they're already working on threesomes. Like, it's wild behavior, is it not? Oh, okay. Next slide. Let me zoom in again. She sends, you, master. And he says, that means you would have to only allow those feelings to be sexual. That is, means you would be a duty. But the only reason you have feelings towards her is to fuck her, is the only reason other want to get involved in a relationship with her at all. Just allow those feelings to only want to fuck her as often as you feel the need to appear. Will you obey this condition? So basically, they were into polygamy, or not polygamy. What is it called? It's not monogamy. I don't know the fucking word. They were into having other people, but you can't like be in a relationship with them, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, She then responds, I will obey this condition, master. However, I want you to know I wanted to turn you on, so I would have kissed her as a way to turn you on. Oh, so now she wants to make an excuse on why she wants to kiss a girl. She wants to kiss a girl not for her, but for him. So she's manipulating him into let me make him think that it's his idea for us to kiss. Sloan to use 2 of my videos. Oh, okay. So Nick says, Demona, that would work. But I just had to warn you of the dangers of kissing her, and that is why I told you to obey this condition. If you will, as you said you will, I'll allow her to kiss you. But just be aware, if you are kissing her and you do turn me on, I will fuck whoever is on top of the other at the time. Okay. Get it, Nick, I guess. And she says, yes, my master, I will obey your conditions. But for right now, I'll only be posting this that relate to my bisexually. What? I'll be posting that. Wait, I'll be posting this that relate to. What kind of sentence is that? Okay. I won't engage in anything with a girl. I'm devoted and loyal to you and always will. So I'm glad you understand it's only for sexual pleasure later on down the line, not now. So I just wanted to talk that over with you. So, yeah, Nick really thinks he's the one being in control. I didn't see Sloane's video. I will have to go check out Sloane's video. I'm making a note right now so that I don't forget. Okay. Jesus, take the wheel. We're going to go to the next one. Okay, this is sent from Nick. And it says, yes, and Demona, you don't mind sharing your master as long as you get the kissing and all the things that tells you that I still adore you. And this is a question. Remember, a selfless slave isn't afraid to share those who mean the most to him if it makes that person pleased, my dear. And then he sent a winky face, but he did not send his little vampire kiss. Uh-oh, trouble in paradise. Yes, I'll share my sweet understanding, master. And he says, good. You want to say more, it seems, about sharing me. And I'll say more, my dear. She responds, I just wanted to be reassured. Whew, she's still doing this. I need to be day. She's to Ryan. Or no, sorry, it was Ken. Oh, it's the same dog. Same tricks. Actually, I shouldn't call her a dog. She would love that. Okay. Anyways, I just wanted you to be reassured. Now that it's only for sexual reasons, so I don't want you nor Nick to worry about me turning fully lesbian or whatever, because I won't. My preferred sex is male, but I'm just attracted to girls too, in a sexual way, not to be in a relationship way. So I hope this reassures you, Matt. And then she says, I love and adore you, master. You are my soulmate for all eternity. Still no vampire kisses. They're letting up. Also, I want people to try to pay attention. We're not going to go through a whole lot of pages today because I need to figure out how I can add more than 10 pages. But she went from I love and adore you to I love, adore, and worship you. Somebody said I should copy her text and send them to Mr. Audrey and see what he says. He would probably call for a 5150 on me if I sent him half of this shit. Yeah, what is the whole worship thing? So we see in a lot of their messages, they say that I love, I adore, and I worship you. Or sorry, I love, adore, and worship. You can't say and in between each one. That's against the rules, apparently. Anyways, I'm not seeing that at this time in 2014. So I'm wondering when the word worship came into play. It didn't start too long ago. I've been live for about 15 minutes. Okay, so we're going to go to the next one. Let me zoom in. This is from Nick, and he says, yes, I love and adore you too, my dear. Now, to what I was going to say, Demona, do you know what I would expect you to do while you are around another girl? And then he says, because you'll love what I'm about to say, hun. Winky face. And Demona says, I don't know, master, but I'm curious. I wonder if we're about to get another sexual story. Jesus. Okay. So Nick says, Demona, when you are having sex with another girl, what I want you to do is make it into a competition. Show her why you are proud to be owned by your master and why you are my soulmate. Meaning, when I fuck you or I eat you out, make sure you are louder than her. When I have you suck me and even deep throat me, show her that that is yours and she has competition. This is probably the best I've seen him write. It's still given really corny, but it's what I've seen. Anyways, if she thinks that she can do any of that sexual stuff better than you, because if you do this thing, I expect you'll find it easier to please me since I love seeing competition in my soulmate. Don't say that too loud. Gypsy might take you serious. I think Gypsy wrote, it told him what to say. It sounds like her. I'm so glad I took you off my big screen. Okay. Let me zoom back in and get. I'll do that, my master. You're mine, and I'll show her that you're my man and master. And he says, good, because even thinking about it right now is making your master corny. Good Lord. And she says, LOL, well, good, master. They need like a book to help them out or something. Okay, we have 3 screenshots left. Like I said, I wasn't going to be on here super long until I can figure out how to add more screenshots or how to quickly do it while I'm on a live. This was kind of a test run, so I really do appreciate y'all doing this with me. Okay. Oh, fuck. It was right there. Okay, continue. Nicholas says, so does this mean when I eat you out around another girl or I fuck you with her, it is in the ASS or the Japussy, you are going to scream so loud that it will hurt her ears. Ha 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 ha. Oh, wait, we forgot to do his laugh. I love thinking this way. I just hope you do it. And she responds back in all caps, I will, my master. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting. The body of her next message just says test. Or sorry, test. And then she says, never mind. 1 minute later. Okay. And then she says, I'm back. Facebook is weird. And he says, one more thing you have to do. Show her that you're my scut to yes that. Oh, yes that you are my dirty woman and could. Oh, wait, this is Nick. My bad, y'all. Let me try again. I was reading in the gypsy voice. He said, hold on, somebody keeps trying to request me. He said, good, there is just one more thing you have to do. Show her that you're my scut. To yes, that you are my dirty woman. And she could never handle what you are willing to do for me. So that means when I fuck you, you are going to get sexually and dirty. Wait, you are going to get sexual with how you. So this way she knows you are my slut. It will teach her that no one rocks your body like I do. And I'll be more than smiling if I see this. So will you do it too? My dirty slut loves slow soulmate. Jesus fuck. I gotta write down that line. My dirty, slutty love soulmate slave. Let's take notes. I wonder if she still like uses these words. Handle it. Oh, thank you. Okay. I don't know how okay, I see the super. I don't know how to like pin those or anything. Again, I'm still learning. I do appreciate though. Y'all are amazing. Okay. Screen left. Oh, wait, no, just kidding. We have a few more. No. Yeah, 3 more, I think. Okay, we'll see. And then I'll see if I can figure out how to add more. Let's see. Oh, no, it won't let me. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Okay. We'll figure this out though so that we can do it longer next time. Okay, anyways, Nick says, there, I got to send the message, hon. And then he says, before it wouldn't let me. And she says, thanks, my master. You fixed it. What did they fix? Because we don't see it in the messages. Interesting. We'll have to look and see if there's like a Facebook post that aligns with this. Anyways, he says, you're welcome, but get to my question, my dear. Since you know I don't like to wait any longer than you know I have to. Oh, okay. Get impatient, master. Good Lord. The date is February 26, 2014. I have not found a normal conversation so far, Cooks, but I'm going through it with y'all. Okay. And she says, I can so do that, my master. Oh, okay. So she's saying she can be loud whenever they're getting it on. She's answering that question. Okay. And then she says, I'm your slut and I'm your slave, your soulmate slave. And then she says, you can rock my body any day. Okay. So now we're on the next page. Holy water thing. Okay. And Nick says, that's my soulmate. And then a little heart emoji thingy. Demona, we will talk about really being adventurous in the future. Wait, this wasn't adventurous? They're literally talking about grape in the previous messages that I read before today. And now threesomes, and they think they need to get adventurous? Did I miss something? Okay. Anyways, he says, if you know what I may mean by that, right now, we have to let Nick and Gypsy get as close to each other physically as possible. After we have We will get to do even deeper exploring since I want my slutty slave soulmate to truly but answer questions I ask, hun. You're getting secondhand embarrassment, honestly. Okay. And she says, yes, my master, very true. They need that physical connection first. But me and Gypsy really gotta go now for tonight. So, what was your question in short, master? And then she says, I will do that for us, master, as your dirty love slave. I will do that. Ugh. And then she continues, Jesus. The showing and smelling. Wait, what? Oh, smiling. Sorry, it's small. Let me zoom in. The showing and smiling while you fuck me with another girl? Is that your question, master? And he says, Demona, what I'm talking about is I will have you do maybe a foursome. Oh, no, we're adding another person. It's okay. I'm always in trouble on here. When the time comes, so you can have true sexual fun. We will start with us, then you with another girl, and then I and another guy with you. Then go on from there. Oh, okay. So now they're adding guys, not just girls. Okay. I want to have us truly explore, and it will be solely for our pleasure, hun. And she says, this is the last page I got for today, y'all. So I apologize. She says, okay, master, if that would please you, then I'll agree to it. Now, if you don't mind, I'll hop on Gypsy's profile so we may do the quick tradition all together. Oh shit, so we're going to have to I'm not doing we're going to have to bounce back and forth between profiles to see where these conversations went, like what was happening, because there's Demona's Facebook and there's Gypsy's Facebook. They were messaging on two different Facebooks. It's crazy. Okay. Anyways, she says, and if we can talk more about these topics, talk less. And Nick says, Demona, before you do that, answer me. Geez, this man wants a lot of fucking answers. He would stress me out. I would have just closed the laptop, but Gypsy, she had a plan. He says, Demona, before you do that, answer me this. You want to have the max amount of fun having sex with your master, right? If you do, you will let me know any kind of sex you are okay with. It's just to please me. That is what I want to hear, as long as it is true. As long as it is true. I want y'all to remember that. And she says, yes, sir, of course. I want to have fun with you having any kind of sex. And then she says, oral, anal, vaginally, threesomes, just us. Okay. So those are the screenshots I got. Let me remove these from Studio and see if I can add more. Okay. So open. Hold on. I'm going to add a few because it is letting me add some. We'll get a few more in because I have no idea where this conversation's going. I literally screenshot these without reading them. I probably should have read them because this bitch is crazy. Okay. Open. All right. Next one. Let me zoom in. So this is from Demona, and she says, okay, master, if that would please you, then I'll agree to it. Now, if you don't mind, I'll hop on Gypsy's profile. Oh, wait, we just read that one. Hold on. Sorry, I forgot to remove that one. So this is the next one. I apologize, y'all. And she continues, foursomes? As long as I please you. And then Nick says, good. Then I'll let you go on her profile. Just a God. Let me know this. When we plan the ones with others, whether it is a threesome, a foursome, and such like that, will you let them know straight from the start that you are only interested in fucking them and only that? So this way they know you aren't interested in relations. Are we clear? So this allow us to have fun while we are the only ones who are truly having fun while being in love. So it makes me wonder if this wasn't necessarily something Nick wanted to do. It was something she wanted to do because she presented the idea and he's like, okay, but let me make some clear rules. Like he's like, okay, I'll agree to it, but under these stipulations is the way I'm getting it. But we may be missing context that is coming at some point. We are perfect, my master. And Nick says, good. All right. You are as obedient as a master could ever ask for. I know you won't go onto her profile without me telling you to. So since you are making sure I am pleased, which I am for the night, you may go on her profile. And when you do, let her talk to me and you at the same time, since I'll have a quick question for her before we do the tradition. He had another fucking question. He's like a goddamn math test. Question after question after question. And anyways, he says, understand me? If you do answer, then do as I say. Sir? Okay. And then Demona sends, oh, for her? That's fines, master. She said, that's a fines. Not that's fine. Okay. Little heart and a smiley face. And Nick says, okay, good. Now log off here and make sure she is with you when you get on her profile. My blessing, obedient slave, heart. And she says, yes, my master. Thank you, my master. And he says, you're welcome, my natural love slave. That is being perfect to me. Okay. And she says, we love and adore you, our sweet, handsome master. And that is the end of that conversation. I don't know what to think with them half the time. I don't know if y'all have thoughts on them half the time. It's okay. Sometimes it's like that. Okay. So I did want to say thank you to, oh, look, it shows me how to open it. Leanne Joy, maybe? La Boo Boo Star. And girl, I don't even know how to say that. DSCH Link. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you all hanging out with me, going on this journey as I learn how to do the YT live. I wasn't on long. We'll get these longer. I'll figure out a way to organize it better to where we can read a little bit longer, dive in, just have some fun with it. But again, I just want to say thank you all so much for coming over here, hanging out with me tonight. And I'm going to try to do this for every single page of the file. So we are on page 37. There is 850, I believe. It's going to take a while. And as soon as I get to where I can put up more than 10, or I can figure out how to quickly put up more than 10, we will go through more than 10. I will try to go through like 20, 30, maybe even 40 pages a day. Yeah, so that they're not just quick and short. And so it doesn't take a year and a half to get through that many pages. So thank you all for being here. Have a good night.